Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has a crisis at home. Women in Tehran ditch hijab, go on hunger strike on the second death anniversary of Mahsa Amini, a young woman who died under the regime's so-called morality police. Amini was detained for allegedly not wearing her hijab to the liking of the authorities. Women are cutting their hair, walking on the streets without hijabs, protesting against the strict laws that have kept them in chains for decades and even in prisons. Iranian women are staging hunger strikes in Amini's memory. The world is watching Iran as its people demand freedom from the suffocating grip of the supreme leader's rule. And what does Khamenei do? He doesn't address the cries of his own people, but instead he points fingers abroad, attempting to distract the world from Iran's internal turmoil. On Prophet Muhammad's birthday, Khamenei took to X, making a controversial statement about India. But are his remarks really grounded in facts? Khamenei declared that Muslims in India were suffering, clubbing India, a democratic nation, together with war-torn regions like Myanmar and Gaza. This did not sit well with New Delhi. The Ministry of External Affairs fired back, calling his remarks misinformed and unacceptable. But even the strongest critics wouldn't liken India to Myanmar and Gaza. And to suggest that India, a country of 200 million Muslims, oppresses its minorities is not just misinformed, it's outright false. Let's be clear, Khamenei presides over a country where basic freedoms are crushed every single day. Iranian women have exposed his hypocritical regime, protesting despite risking arrest for something as small as showing a strand of hair. Those who speak out face imprisonment or worse. Truth be told, this isn't the first time Khamenei has made such remarks. Remember, in 2019, he condemned India after the abrogation of Article 370, calling for a just policy towards Kashmir's Muslims. When Khamenei made this remark, India's Ministry of External Affairs swiftly responded, reaffirming that Kashmir is an internal issue of India and not a subject for foreign leaders to intervene in. India has also clarified its position through multiple UN resolutions and countries to work on improving the infrastructure and standard of living in the region.
अभी हालात तो ठीक हैं, सुधर रहे हैं, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ठीक हो रहे हैं, कश्मीर का माहौल भी सुधर रहा है। 2-3 साल से बहुत ही अच्छा माहौल कश्मीर में पैदा किया है, बहुत ही अच्छी डेवलपमेंट आई है कश्मीर में। आर्टिकल हटने के बाद से जो शुरू हुई है कश्मीर की कहानी, वो कुछ अलग ही रंग लाई है।
Then in 2020, during the Delhi riots, Khamenei outrageously accused India of allowing a massacre of Muslims. This was rich coming from a leader who has consistently repressed his own people and crushed religious dissent in his own country. Khamenei's comments are nothing more than a distraction, an attempt to deflect attention from the mass protests and unrest brewing within Iran's borders. But India isn't buying it, and neither is the world.
چون این جمهوری اسلامی هستش هیچ موقع حجاب برداشته نمیشه، هرچند این یه چیز اختیاریه، نباید اجبار باشه، ولی با این حال به هر حال مملکت ما اجبار هستش و اصلا فکر نمی کنم هر رئیس جمهور دیگه هم که بیاد بخواد اینو لغوش بکنه.
While Khamenei desperately tries to shift the world's focus elsewhere, the Iranian women are rising up. The world has come forward for them, marching on the streets demanding azadi, meaning freedom. India and Iran have had long-standing relationship built on trade, culture and diplomacy. Moreover, India has been Iran's strategic partner, helping develop the Chabahar port, a crucial gateway to Afghanistan and Central Asia. The project is valued at over $500 million and has received significant backing from the Indian government. Diplomatically, the relationship between the two nations is far from strained. Indian Prime Ministers, including Modi, have visited Tehran, bolstering relations on multiple fronts from energy to regional security. But make no mistake, Khamenei's recent remark doesn't align with his historical collaboration, and India's unlikely to tolerate the baseless accusations from a leader who ignores his own people's cries for justice.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo.